everyone, my name's Katie, welcome back to my channel. Ignore the nose, or my foundation has come off it. Generally I just look like a bit of a potato right now, but we're just going to ignore that. And I'm in a different setup because I just want to sit in my bed, you know. I just don't want to sit over there, you know, and do the whole thing. I just want to chill out. Not like I'm doing a makeup look or anything, so why does it matter if the lighting's terrible? It doesn't. So in this video I'm finally going to talk about my favourite makeup products of 2017. I just today, or was it yesterday? I think yesterday I uploaded a video ranking all the foundations that I tried. So obviously I won't be talking about foundations in this video, but every other makeup product that I enjoyed this year I will be talking about. There may be a couple that I don't have on me. I have got a little PowerPoint where I kind of tracked all the makeup I brought throughout the year because I'm sad, so might have to look at that to reference some things if I don't have them on me because I've used them up or whatever. I want to talk about any primers just because I really didn't use primers that often throughout the year. Like, I did buy a few because I have used them in my first impressions videos, but I just haven't really reached for them much throughout the year. My makeup resolution for this year is to use primers like as much as I can. I'm going to try and use them every day if possible. I just want to use more primers because I've got like about 10 in my drawer right now and it's just like, this is ridiculous, you're not using these, use these. So I'm going to try and put off buying them for a while as well, and so that I can kind of get rid of ones I already have. So I'm not going to talk about primers in this video. Obviously I've done a whole video on foundations. The conclusion I came to, I would say my top 5 were the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation in Alabaster, loved that. The Tarte Rainforest of the Sea foundation, which I think was in the shade Porcelain, loved that one. The Kat Von D Lock-It foundation I decided was my favourite of the year. That one was in the Light 42, loved that one. And the Urban Decay All Nighter I really liked, and also the Dermacol foundation. Those were my top 5 of the year. So we're going to talk about concealers now. So in no particular order, favourite concealers of 2017. Of course, the Tarte Shape Tape Contour Concealer. Mine is in the shade Fair. I mean, everyone loved this concealer. It was amazing. It's a good concealer. There's no question in it. Obviously, we know that the shade range of these is kind of shit, but I love this concealer. I think it's amazing. It just gives such good coverage. It spreads out really far. This one's a pretty good colour for me. It's not 100% perfect, but it's a pretty good colour for me. It's probably just the best coverage concealer I've had. I'm really interested to try the Makeup Revolution one. That's supposed to be a dupe of this. That will be the first impressions. Probably not my next one, but the one after that, I think I'll get it for that. Hopefully if it's in stock anyway. I reach for it all the time, and I like that you get quite a lot of product in the tube. Obviously it's expensive and it's a bit of a pain in the ass because you've got to buy it off their website, then you've got to spend a certain amount of money to get the free shipping, but I mean, it's worth it because it's pretty fucking good, let's be real here. So other concealers that I liked, I really like the Collection Lasting Perfection Colour Correcting Concealers. I've got the lemon one and the lilac one here. The lemon one is the one I reach for the most. For a long time I was just using this like all over my face, under my foundation. I don't do that so much now. I'm also just concentrate like under my eyes and on my eyelids where it's more purpley. They do a green one, and I'm definitely going to pick that one up at some point because then I can basically just put these all over my frickin' face. But I really like these colour correctors. They just work well, they've got really good coverage, they just, you know, they conceal the things you want to conceal. And I recently bought the new pale shade, which I have actually used today. I'm filming a video testing their collection pale shades of the foundation and concealer, and that one's a pretty good colour, but it's still not 100% perfect. The yellow one, it just covers up all the purple, and the lilac one, I use this, like, I don't even know if I used the lilac one correctly. Sometimes I put it under my eyes, sometimes I just put it like in kind of the places that I'd highlight. It just has like a really brightening effect. I feel like, I assume that's what it's for, I don't even know, but I more so just kind of use it to like highlight my face under foundation. I also really liked this NYX Gotcha Covered Total Concealer. Did I say that right? Mine's in the shade Alabaster. This is a really yellowy toned concealer. It could be a slightly lighter, but it's a pretty good colour. It's definitely got the right undertones to me. This just gives really good coverage. It's not quite as strong as the Shape Tape, but it's pretty good coverage. I like to use this one quite a lot. It's got a nice kind of thick consistency, which I don't know if everyone likes that, but I personally quite like it to be thick because then it just feels like it's covering. I'm going to try some of the other NYX ones soon because they've got the more lighter shades they came out with recently. I'm going to try some of them. I think I'm going to get them for my next first impressions. And also, I just want to shout out the Freedom Pro HD Longwear Pro Artist Concealer. This is the white one. This is just really good for like mixing with concealers that are too dark because it's quite a pigmented one, so it doesn't just kind of disappear, it actually lightens your concealers. For powders, I've not really encountered that many powders that have wowed me this year. The only one that I've actually got on me at the moment is the NYX hashtag No Filter powder, and this one's in Alabaster, but this one is literally like run out. I feel like when it gets to that point in the pan it just doesn't work as well. But yeah, initially I really liked this one. It can look a little bit heavy if you put too much on, but it's a pretty good colour. It's got quite a nice yellowy tone to it. Yeah, it just leaves you with a nice flawless finish. I like it. I don't have this one on me, but the collection press powder, the one that costs $1.99, it's in the shade Ivory. I really like that one, and like the fact that it's literally like less than £2, obviously it's amazing. I really like that one. I don't have one on me at the moment though. Looking through all these powders, there's nothing here that really stands out to me as amazing. I really would like some recommendations for good powders. B Superdrugs brand had a powder called the Pro Makeup Setting Powder, which I got in September I think. I really liked that one, but I just went through it so quickly. That's the thing, I go through powders so fast. And I quite liked the MUA Professional Pressed Setting Powder as well. That one worked pretty good. Actually, the one that I got off Amazon, it's from a brand called CONSTANCE CAROLL, and it's a bamboo powder. I think that one was really good actually, and that one was only like about £3. So those are just some other ones that I can think of just from looking through this that were pretty good powders. Okay, so I'm going to talk about bronzers now, and I've picked out 4 in total that I reached for quite a lot throughout the year. The first one is the VITA LIBERTA Luxury Tan Bronzing Minerals. It comes in this little packaging. I got this in one of the cohorted beauty boxes and I've used it quite a lot since then. I really like these. It is a loose powder, so you've got to be a bit careful with it. It can go everywhere. But I just really like how they give such a like natural glow to the face, and they don't look too orangey or anything, and you can put it on and it looks quite subtle, like it doesn't come out really harsh or anything. I don't know what it is about these, I just reach for these quite a lot. I just really like them. Another bronzer that I've reached for quite a lot this year is from I Heart Makeup. It's the Summer of Love Triple Baked Bronzer, and it comes in a little packaging like this, and that's what it looks like. Mine's a little bit loose in the pan, so I've got to be careful here. Yeah, I really like the colour of this. Again, it's not too orangey, it's just quite a nice natural glow. A lot of these bronzers are quite like glowy ones. I know a lot of people like matte bronzers, but personally I prefer bronzers to look a bit more like glowy. I don't know, I just feel like it looks healthier and like more radiant. I don't really always think that matte bronzers are super flattering on me. Another one that I really like is the GOSH Giant Sun Powder, and it's in 001, and it comes in this huge ass pan. It's literally massive. And again, this actually I think would work as a highlighter on like darker skin tones, but on me this is a bronzer. It's just got such a lovely radiance and glow to it. I just really like this one, and the fact that you get that much product is great. Although it is quite expensive, I think it's $12.99, so it is a good job you get that much considering that you're paying $12.99 for it. But yeah, I reach for this one a lot. I just really like how it gives you that sun-kissed glow. Another one I really liked is the Bourjois Paris Maxi Delight Bronzer. It doesn't say the shade name on here, but that's what it looks like. Again, this one's a little bit more orangey than compared to the other 3 I've mentioned, so I have to be careful not to go too heavy-handed with this one. If I apply it the right way, it looks really nice, and again, as with the other ones, it's just that lovely sun-kissed glow. The thing I really like about this one is it smells so nice. It's like a chocolatey coconut flavour. It's so strong, and it's just amazing because like, every time you open it, it's just like all up in your nose, and it's so good. Not really any like blushes that stood out to me this year. I mean, I don't wear blushes too often anyway, so I won't talk about blushes. For highlight though, it was a bit more difficult to narrow down. I've picked 5 in the end, which I know that's a bit excessive, but I mean, I just like everybody else, I brought onto the highlight thing. I love it. Okay, so the first one I'll mention is the NYX Illuminator, and mine's in the shade Ritualistic. That's what it looks like. It's literally like a white colour. It's pretty damn pasty, but yeah, this is super pigmented and gorgeous. Let me just give you a nice swatch. I mean, look how much comes off on your finger. Look, I don't know if you're gonna be able to see that probably because this lighting's shit, but it's pretty amazing. Yeah, if you're really pale, this one would work really well on you. Another one that I love, this is probably my favourite of all of them, is the OFRA highlight. This is the glazed donut one. It's stunning. This is probably like the most pigmented highlighter I've tried. It's absolutely gorgeous. Again, this is a really good shade for pale skin. I mean, like, it's that one there. Yeah. Can you see that? Maybe. I don't know. This is pretty expensive for what it is, but I just can't deny the fact that it's so damn intense. It's amazing. Wish it was cheaper, but it's great. For a more affordable alternative, I've picked out the Makeup Revolution Rainbow Highlighter. This is amazing. This too is very pigmented. It doesn't like come out this weird rainbowy colour. It kind of comes out this sort of silvery colour if you just kind of rub your fingers all the way through it. I mean, look at that pigment. It's amazing. I feel like I got quite a bluey hue when I swatched that one, but yeah, I mean, look. It's pigmented. I mean, I reach for this one a lot. It's gorgeous. I love it. Another one I really liked is the New Look Glow Baked Highlighter Powder, and this one's in the shade Pink Pearls. That's what it looks like there. It's a more pinky toned highlight, but it's also really pale as well. This one's really pigmented and it's just got a super nice glow. I love it. It's the one right on the end there at the bottom. Yeah, that one's beautiful. And the last one I'll mention is another NYX one. This is the NYX Duo Chromatic Illuminating Powder, and this one's in the shade Twilight Tint. This is the kind of more bluey toned one. I really like it. I just have this kind of holographic-y effect, which I quite like. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I personally quite like it. I mean, pigmented, looks like on my hand there. I'm going to pick up some other shades of this one because I know there's like a whitey one and there's like a lavendery one, I think. I'm going to pick up one of them soon. So those are just 5 highlighters that I've reached for quite a lot throughout the year. 2 eyebrow pencils that I've liked throughout the year. The first one is the NYX Micro Brow Pencil, and mine's in the shade Espresso. That's what the little packaging is like. It's a really good colour for me. It's just quite like a dark brown colour, and you obviously get a little spoolie. Just works really well at filling in my brows. There's not really much more I could say about a brow pencil. It fills in my brows. Doesn't come out too harsh. And another one I really like is the H&M Superfine Brow Liner. I don't know what the shade is because it's either worn off or it's not even on the packaging. Yeah, I think this one's pretty similar to the NYX one. It's just a very fine brow pencil in a nice dark brown colour. And again, it's got a spoolie on the other side. They just do a really good job at filling in your brows and they don't look too heavy or anything. Yeah, these are just 2 brow pencils that I've reached for quite a lot throughout the year. I've got 3 brow gels on me. A lot of the time I will just use brow gels on their own, so brow gels is something that I've used a lot this year. So one I really like is the New Look Brush on Brows Fibre Gel. I think this one is like pretty much empty, so obviously I'm not using it much anymore now because it is almost empty. But back in the day I reached for this quite a lot. It just does the job, it doesn't come out harsh, and it just gives your brows some definition and some colour. I also really like the H&M Brow Perfector, and this one's in the shade Chocolate. Pretty similar to the New Look one, it just, you know, fills in your brows, it's a good colour, and not too harsh. I mean, I'm literally going to say the same thing about all of these, because that's what they do. And one I tried later in the year is the Milani Easy Brow Tinted Fibre Gel that I got off Beauty Bay. This one is in the shade 05 Dark Brown. Again, it just does the same thing that the other ones do. It fills in your brows, gives them some colour and definition without looking too harsh or coming out really blocky or anything. So those are just 3 gels that I've reached for a lot throughout the year. So for black pencil liners, I've only really got 2 on me at the moment that I quite like. I've got the Art Deco one. This is the Kohl Eyeliner Long Lasting 01. It's just a pencil really. It's really creamy and pigmented. And also I've got the Zoeva, what the hell is this called? Zoeva Black Box? I don't know, it doesn't. It's called the Zoeva Graphic Eyes, I think. Yeah, again, it's just a pencil. It's pretty similar to the Art Deco one. It's just super creamy and pigmented. These 2 I really like. I got those ones in December though, so I've not really used them that much throughout the year because I only got them last month. There was a Bourjois Stylo eyeliner that I quite liked. It just says here, Bourjois Eyeliner Stylo Ultra Black. I think I might have run out of that one or I broke it or something, but I remember liking that one. Other than that, I can't really think of any other black liners that have stood out to me as being really good. Mascara, again, I've only got 2 on here that I liked throughout the year, but I will just look for my PowerPoint to see, because I know there definitely has been more than that. I really like this one from a brand called Douce. It's the Punk Volumizer Mascara, and I got this in a cohorted beauty box a few months ago, and like there's actually still product in this, like it's still working. I think it's the one I've got on today. This one's really good. It's super volumizing. Obviously it's like lasted quite a while. Yeah, this one's really good. I like it. I mean, I got it in a cohorted beauty box, so I didn't pay like the full price for it or anything, so I don't know if it's like really expensive or whatever, but this is really good. I like it. And I've also got the L'Oreal False Lash Superstar X Fiber, the double-ended one here. This one's almost kind of dried out, but this is a really good mascara. I mean, obviously it's a bit of a hassle to use two things, but I don't mind that much really. Yeah, it's super volumizing, really like it. L'Oreal Paris Miss Baby Roll Mascara, I remember really liking that one. Other than that, I can't really see much on this list that stands out to me. The Bourjois Volume Clubbing, I think it's called one actually. I quite like that one, although mine's starting to kind of dry out a bit. Okay, so I'll talk about some eyeshadow now. If I want to do like a kind of more experimental kind of colourful look, palette that I would reach for is the Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette. I got this for Christmas last year, I think, but I counted it as a 2017 thing. But yeah, this is the kind of thing I reach for. I'm doing like a kind of more adventurous look. The shades are really pigmented. You've got such a nice selection of colours there. I really like this palette. Obviously they're quite like out there colours, so it's not the kind of thing I wear like on a regular basis, but when I wanted to do something fun, this is the sort of thing I'd reach for. I only got this one last month, but the Juvia's Place Saharan palette is amazing. The shades are so pigmented. I love the colours in here. This is just an amazing palette. There's a lot of palettes that I just continued using from last year, like the Neutrals versus Neutrals by Makeup Revolution, the Gosh To Be Cool in Copenhagen palette, but those ones I included in my last year's favourites. I've got the hashtag Pro Artist palette by Freedom, and I've got some of the shades in here. I really like these. They're super pigmented. Obviously I love that you can like customise it, and I've got loads of different shades to pick from, and they work really well. They're just awesome, and they're super cheap as well. I've got two of the NYX glitter pigments that I thought I'd mention because I think they work really well, as well as their little glitter primer. This works amazingly. I did have a silver one of these and I've completely lost it, and I'm devastated because I didn't even get to use it once. But I've got the gold and the green one here. The gold one is in the shade 23, that's it there. And the green one is in the shade 14, that's it there. Hello, there. I just realised I've not picked out any lipsticks. Who's my baby? Look, you're on the camera. Ow. So I've just grabbed 5 lipsticks. This one's like a super nudie one that I wear on a more regular basis. This is the Gosh Velvet Touch Lipstick in 011 Matte Nougat. It's just literally like a matte nudie brown colour. I wear this one quite a lot because it's just very neutral. Because it's like a bullet lip, it just glides on really smoothly and it doesn't like go all crusty like a liquid lip sometimes too. I really like Stone by MAC, which I also got for Christmas last year. I just love this colour. It's quite dark and grungy, but I do like this and I have worn it quite a lot throughout the year. For a kind of dupe for the MAC one though, I would say the Topshop lipstick in Boardroom works pretty well for that. Again, it's also that kind of deep grungy brown colour. And for liquid lipsticks, I've gone with the two NYX Lip Lingeries. One is in Delicate Lust and one's in Embellishment. They're both quite like cool toned colours. One's like a kind of cool toned pink and one's a cool toned brownie colour. But yeah, I really love the shades of these, and the formulas are pretty good too. So that's just some of my favourite makeup products from this year. Sorry that's kind of rushed and whatever. Okay, so we can now put this year to bed for makeup and move on to another year. I don't know if this was interesting at all, probably not, but I filmed it now. So thanks for watching this video and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.